Hello, man here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 on the 36X Spring Creek map. We are still working on harvesting field 383 here yet this episode. I kind of warned you folks when we started that field, like this might take 2 or 3 episodes. Well, we're on to episode 3 here, and hopefully we'll be able to finish it by the end of this, well, not by the end of the episode, but before next episode, Evan will hopefully be done with that field. I am still working on plowing up some fields here yet as well. We got another field we're working on here. Yeah, kind of rounding out this field here as well. And again, I'm working on 388 here this time. We finished up 387 since last episode. Moved on to field 388 here, and you can kind of see I've got some stuff rounded out there. And now I didn't smooth out this piece down here. We'll see once maybe we can do that yet too. But I figured that's not too big of a deal. Again, we're kind of going around the fields here and just trying to make the fields a little bit nicer, a little bit easier, especially for generating courseplay courses. Again, some of the fields on this map, and I realize some of the fields are big, but also I think some of the reason it takes so long to generate too, Evan, is some of the weird shapes we have on some of these fields, right? Exhibit A here, field 386. Again, I mentioned this last episode. I want to keep in mind we've already smoothed 386 out a little bit already, so this isn't even the original 386. I mean, you folks should have seen what it looked like initially. Like, oh my goodness. Anyway. So yeah, continue to work on plowing. We'll hop over the combines here in a minute too. We'll finish this row of one. And we'll see how the combines are going. Got both the New Holland combines should be running. Both our tractors with the grain carts should be running. Both our trucks are running as well. Again, as I mentioned in the last episode, I haven't tried it yet, but I see no reason why we couldn't probably just get away with one truck if we wanted to, because we got that mother bin sitting there. And again, as I mentioned, that's kind of the benefit of that mother bin there, just a buffer tank there. So in theory, if you have enough soybeans coming in, I don't know if we do or not of them, but if we did, that truck could just like continuously keep turning around, fill it up, drive, unload, turn around, fill it up, drive, unload. Again, if we have enough soybeans coming in, I don't know if we have enough to actually keep up with one truck or not, but Plows a little slow at lowering down there. I gotta slow down just a little bit. Okay, let's hop over and see how the combines are doing, everyone. And this is what field 383 looks like here so far. So the long section of the field is done over here. We're now on to the short section of the field, which is still, there's a fair amount of field left here, everyone. I don't know what courseplay says. Well, let's check the time here. Okay, we're down to 2 hours and 58 minutes remaining here according to courseplay. So yeah, we're about 2/3 away, not quite, maybe. Of course, the short section, maybe this will go a little bit quicker too. We're starting to get a little bit closer to the trucks. That might help. I don't know. Maybe it won't, but we are at least on the short section of the field here now. Reminder again, when we first started this field, Evan, courseplay estimated 8 hours and 30 minutes, I believe it was. So we're now down to 2 hours and 57 minutes, as you see there. Again, keep in mind that at least when it comes to harvesting here, that number is definitely not correct. If you're maybe plowing or cultivating or spraying or pretty much almost any other activity of one, that number is probably very, very accurate. But when it comes to harvesting, unfortunately, because the combines have to stop and unload and there might be some waiting time involved, that number is not correct. Just by my estimate, we're probably about 10, 11 hours into this harvest here so far. And again, I'm just guessing. I don't know exactly because, I haven't paid exact attention to the time here. But just knowing how much time I put into this harvest here the last 2 days, like I said, we're probably somewhere around 10, 11 hours into this. And then, of course, by the time we're done, we'll probably have another 5, 6 hours at least, maybe more. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes here. Continuing to have some issues with courseplay on this field as well, mainly with the grain carts, Evan. The grain carts like to be really derpy sometimes. I've had it twice now since last episode, and we had the same thing last episode too, but twice since last episode where the grain carts trying to unload into each other. I don't know why they do that, but you'll see the grain carts. And actually, for those who watched the live stream last week, I think we actually caught one of those times on the live stream, if I remember correctly, where the grain carts were trying to unload into each other. And folks can probably guess how well that works, right? You got 2 basically full grain carts trying to unload into each other. doesn't work. Like, at all. Oh, how are we looking over here? Looks like the other grain cart must be coming back from unloading. Yep, I can see him way over there. It's actually, I'm actually surprised I can actually see him from this distance here. Surprised he's actually showing up. I can't actually see the trucks or anything like that over, or the mother bed. I can actually see that that tractor and grain cart over there. Again, all has to do with the draw distances, right, everyone? If I can click on that tractor and get in. Oh, I can. Wow, okay. Still using the click to switch mod yet, by the way, for those who wonder. That's the mod that allowed me to do what you just seen there. You can, you know, take your mouse, click, and boom. Click to switch. Nice little action mod. Not something I actually probably use terribly often, but it does come in handy every so often. Just like that. Click on the vehicle you want to switch to. Now, of course, that means you have to be able to see the vehicle you want to switch to. Which, you know, I guess sometimes, like, if you're switching between a combine and a tractor like this, that probably actually doesn't work too bad, right? I'm going to assume this, only 74%, I don't know. Looks like that grain cart is coming to unload the combine here, but only 74%. Maybe he is coming to unload him. In which case, I mean, it looks like he's actually aiming for the end here, rather than actually, like, where the location where he was, maybe. Auto drive kind of has that tendency, at least from what I've noticed, everyone. Like, if you call auto drive to unload you, it will unload you at the location you called. So, you know, like, if you're still on the go yet, I mean, you know, you called them at one end of the field, by the time auto drive actually gets there, you're way down on the opposite end. And auto drives, you know, well, you called him down there, so he's down there. Like, oh my goodness, really? And auto drive has to try to catch up. And yeah, when it comes to auto drive versus course play for unloading combines, Evan, I think it's pretty safe bet. Course play is significantly quicker, and another reason for that too is course play will unload on the go. Again, I've only had auto drive maybe once, maybe twice. Like, I can count it on one hand. I don't even need that much of one hand to count the number of times I've seen auto drive actually unload on the go. Otherwise, auto drive is always a stop and unload operation. And course play, like I said, course play will unload on the go. And now he's just sitting there. Huh. I don't know what he was coming over here for. Actually, it looks like this tractor's coming to unload the combine now. What in the world? Well, as long as it works, I guess I don't care. Okay. Yeah, don't just park there, bud. Now what? Let's see if they sort that mess out there. We'll come back to that here in a minute. But let's we're just gonna go back over here. Maybe plow another row here. We'll check that on that in a minute. See, I want to see if that'll clear itself up, everyone. Definitely a bit of a derpiness going on there, but maybe it'll fix itself. Yeah, who am I kidding? Right, all right. Of course, play fix itself. What kind of joke is that? Anyway, just a reminder, everyone, if you'd like to join us in on the RDAllen multiplayer servers, you can find that RDAllen multiplayer server information down below in the description here of this video. Again, anyone is welcome to join as long as you can play nicely, follow the rules. And, of course, we do ask that you please join us in on the RDAllen Teamspeak server. Again, RDAllen Teamspeak server information is down below in the description there. Running with the lights on here on this tractor at the moment. We are, oh, what time is this here? 17:46. So in real time, everyone, that is what, 5:46 at night? Barely even 6 o'clock. Wow, it's already getting dark, huh? And I suppose it is October, so that's, yeah. Nah, come on now. That still seems a little bit ridiculous. October, 5 o'clock? No, that's... I question the, some of the times here on this game, because, like, you look at the time, it's like, wait a minute, it's dark already? Like, what in the world? I mean, I don't know about you folks. I live in Michigan here, and we're in the month of March here at the moment. I want you to know, if you kind of do the math, you know, October, March are about the same time, right? Month of March coming in, it stays light till, what, 8 o'clock at night, I think it is? Actually, might be later than 8 o'clock. Might be more like 8:30 now. 8:30. I mean, it's still like light outside. And as far as like good light goes, it's probably light till like 7:30 for sure. It's 5:46 nonsense here. I don't know. No idea why the game's always been that way. I've noticed that before. I'm like, wow, it sure gets dark early in the game. Seems like we should have another 3 hours of daylight at least. Okay, have to back up here just a little bit. Never back up with a plow on the ground, he says, as he backs up with a plow on the ground. Yep. As I mentioned a few moments ago, this plow, definitely a little slow on the lowering. A lot slower than I'm used to for most equipment. Flashing. See why that light's flashing. Oh, that one is too. Okay, well, I guess they just, they flash back there. Flashers, I don't think they're on the tractor, so autosave happening. Yeah, there's the flashers on the tractor. Wonder if those are maybe not set up properly here for that chisel plow. Still a nice chisel plow, though. And again, we were talking about this here in the live stream last week, Evan. Be nice to see more chisel plows like this in the game here. I know the chisel plow might kind of be being phased out here a little bit, but still a fairly common tool to be used, at least around where I live anyway. One still see a lot of farmers that chisel plow their fields yet. Again, just break up that soil, work in some of the residue, and especially if they can, and they like to do it before winter strikes, Evan. So over winter, that field can sit and marinate essentially. How are we looking over here? Oh, hey, you know what? Let's go over there quick, man. One. Yeah, we didn't touch this mess up. It looks like Courseplay sorted itself out. Now, if you ask me why did that happen in the first place, that's maybe a little bit ridiculous. What are we doing here now, too? But the fact that Courseplay can at least sort itself out now, that is kind of nice. I know in the past, I mean, that was like a constant problem with Courseplay in some of the previous versions. I mean, like Courseplay was constantly doing derpy stuff like that, right? And then it would sit, and then you have to fix it. But now, it seems like Courseplay is still up to the derpy stuff yet. But then at least it can like sort itself out and fix whatever, you know. Okay, in that case, it was parked in front of it. It just, I'm assuming probably grain cart backed up at some point and then got out of the combine's way. What am I in here? I'm in the truck. Okay. Ooh, what's up with the tractor? The tractor should be... Oh, wait a minute. I know. Yeah, I was going to say, the tractor's on. I keep forgetting, Evan. Every time you restart the game, apparently you have to readjust the spout here on this mother bin. That mother bin spout, it just points itself back down again. Kind of annoying, but oh well. It's not a big deal, I guess. Just got to make sure you remember that. And a reminder here too, Evan, if you haven't already clicked that subscribe button, don't forget to do so. Always very much appreciated. And of course, once you are subscribed, or actually don't even have to be subscribed. If you like the video, and give it a thumbs up. And well, if you don't like the video, well then we can't be friends. So, oh well, maybe you never know. For those who didn't see last episode, by the way, we picked this brand new New Holland T9 up here last time. T9 700, so this is the maxed out 776 horsepower, it claims. I don't know if that's a real configuration for real life or not. I don't know of one. I'm not familiar enough, again, with New Holland tractors. to know if that's actually the legit horsepower for this or not, or someone just put a little bit more in there than what it should have. And I'm guessing that might be the case, Evan, because up until like what was it, last year, the highest horsepower tractors were kind of the John Deeres and the Case and even like the New Holland here. They were topping out around that, well, at least on the regular, right around that 600 horsepower mark, right? And then, of course, you figure in the boost, then they were getting close to 700, but not quite. And at least according to the game here, this is what, 760 horsepower, I think it was, or something like that. Anyway, let's head over to the comment section here a moment and see what you folks had to say here for last episode. Starting off with Hetro. Hetro said, good video. That T9 with triples looks awesome. Well, okay, if you say so there, Hetro. I mean, it's still a blue tractor, you know, but I mean, yeah, oh well. Anyway. Also, Hetro saying, do you know what the acreage is on field 383? As for painting the grass, I wish the map makers would include the same grass on the map. I really hate Giants Alpine type grass. It never matches the map. Oh, yes, that is a good point there, Retro. It would be nice if the map author would actually set it up so, like, when you go to paint grass, I mean, like you see over there, when we painted a strip of grass down the middle of this field here. It'd be nice if this grass would match the grass that's on the rest of the map, right? You get this just, I don't know what you call this grass here, but fine grass, basically, right? So yeah, kind of annoying when you go to do stuff like that and the grass doesn't actually match with what's already on the map. Anyone else's OCD mess with you on that one? I'm sure there's somebody out there that probably doesn't like it. I'm not particularly a fan of it myself either, so. Also, Hetro's question there, do I know what the acreage is on field 383? I do not. I, unfortunately, do not know how many acres are on field 383 of one. And my assumption of one is, looking at the map here, I am guessing this is a square mile here. So if you follow this road, so the road between 382 and 383 here, follow this road here, down to, the one that's between 291 and 383. You got a road here. There's no road running down the middle of our farm. So, like between 383 and 386. But it looks like if they were going to have a road, looks like they possibly would. I mean, it lines up with this road here. So I am guessing now, this is probably a square mile here. And in that square mile, you have 640 acres. Field 383 looks like it takes up the majority of it. So, we got 384, 385 in there. You're missing maybe a quarter. So we're what? Maybe somewhere in the 400? A little less than 400 acres? That's just my guess. I could be wrong. But I'm thinking somewhere around 400 acres. I don't know if there's a good way to... Yeah, I don't know. 383. Will it tell me here? Okay, according to this, and I don't know how accurate this is, but according to this, it is 164 hectares. The one thing I'm not sure about with this information, does this update when I change a field? So obviously, like 388 here, we're plowing this field a little bit bigger. We kind of did the same thing on 383 there as well. We rounded up some corners, smoothed some things out. Actually, removed a little piece over there as well. I don't know if this one updates. So there we go. I don't know if this one updates or not, but I'm not sure on that. So, but 164, and that's hectares. Let me see if I can pull up version on that here. I never can remember what the version on that is. So if we do, let's see what's here. Hectares, acres. Okay, and we got, what did I say? Let me go check here a minute. 164.86. We'll say just say 165. Oh, yeah. Actually, that comes out almost exactly to what I was estimating. I said about 400 acres. According to the converter here, it is saying 407. 407 acres. So, yeah. almost spot on with what I was estimating. And again, like I said, I'm guessing this is a square mile. And when I say a square mile, I'm talking 1 mile by 1 mile by 1 mile by 1 mile. Square mile, 640 acres, by the way. Hectare, I think that's some sort of European communist measurement system there, and whatever that is. Yeah, 400 acres on that field. 400 acres. That field big enough for anyone? We need a mile that's like say a mile. We need a field that's like a square mile. Do we have any fields that are like a square mile on this map? No, it doesn't look like it. Looks like field 383 might be like one of the larger fields here. I see 18. 89 up there looks like it's fairly good size. Looks like it might be another probably good 400 acre field somewhere in there. Looks like is that 201 or 200? Oh, actually, that might be 2 fields there. Maybe that's what's going on. But yeah, anyway. Definitely one of the larger fields on the map here, bud. Probably not too far off from real life numbers there, too, if you factor in how long it's taken us to harvest that field up. And we're probably actually not doing too bad. Mason was saying that the U.S. Spec T9 looks good, minus that it is blue and it is New Holland. Yeah, I know. We'll hold it against it. Mason was also saying that tractor weighs 26.6 tons by itself, according to the info display under the speedometer. I am proud to say all 3 fields of sugarcane have been harvested using the sugarcane harvesters. Took forever to get it done, but I did it 100% by myself, using AI, of course. You can copy course play courses. Go to the vehicle that has the course generated. No need to save course. Click clipboard in the bottom right corner. Go to the vehicle that you want it on. Click the green clipboard, and it will load. Oh, then it will hit. It will load, then hit the cancel, and it should be loaded. Good to know. Just out of curiosity, let's see what's your course play here. It says clipboard. Where's the, am I missing something? Where's this clipboard at? I'll have to look into that. Where is the, I'm just looking here. I'm like, it's at the clipboard. Actually, no, if I have a course loaded, maybe it'll show up then. It's just, oh, yeah, generate a course. Of course, I'm generating a course. Oh, there it went. It actually did generate one. Yes, there it is. Okay, so you gotta have a course generated. That makes sense. That must be a fairly new feature. I don't remember seeing that there before. Yeah, I just never paid attention. Probably some of both, right? So, very cool. Another feature. I did not actually realize that one was down there. I know in the past, Courseplay had an option for that. Just don't remember seeing it here in 22 yet. So, good to know. Once you have a course down there, you can, yeah, have it right there. Good to know. Oh, and Norton's saying the same thing here as well. You can copy courses from one machine to another if using multiple tools, so no need to save the course either. Good to know on that one. Usually whenever I have to load the same course on multiple machines, I always save the course. Probably still a good idea if you ask me, but I guess you don't necessarily have to. You can use the copy course feature as well. Norton also said 35,000 liters is approximately 1,000 bushels. And something I always like to say whenever someone does the math on this one, if you stop and think about that for a minute, 35,000 liters is 1,000 bushels. 1,000 bushels isn't much. 1,000 bushels is what these trucks hold, approximately, give or take. That one. Actually, they hold a little bit more because they got like an slightly OP capacity on them. But real life, Evan, those trucks hold typically a little over 1,000 bushels, give or take a little bit. Depends. It's more weight based than anything, right, Evan? But they usually hold a good 1,000 bushels. If you start looking at some of the capacities in the game, I mean, again, the capacities in the game are all like listed in liters typically, right? You put down like 100,000 liter silo. Sounds like a massive number, right? I mean, 100,000 liters. Whoa, that's massive. You stop and put that into bushels. When you're looking at like a 2,500 bushel, yeah, well, 3,000, or 3,000 bushel silo. I'm sorry, ain't nobody putting up 3,000 bushel silos. You're gonna get laughed off the farmyard. And you're putting up one of those, everyone. You might put it up for like something special, maybe put some seed or something in it. But outside of that one, you're not putting up 3,000 bushel silos typically for storing grain, right? Just the fact that Giants uses liters in the game really makes the numbers look big until you actually convert them over to real numbers and realize that what a laughing matter they are. Christopher was saying, good videos. Always keep it up. Hey, thank you very much for that. Hoover was saying, apparently YouTube doesn't recognize the time change because your videos are going live at 6 Central instead of 5 ever since the time change. Great video. We discussed this here last episode as well. They should have never been going live at 5 in the first place, so I'm not sure what was up with that one. Going live at 6 is the correct time, at least for what I set them for. So again, for those of you wondering how I upload my videos, typically the video that you folks see, if you watch it the day it gets uploaded, everyone, I usually always record that the day before. You know, depends what's going on. Sometimes I might have to record it a day or two earlier. Got stuff going on that particular day, but usually, as long as we don't have anything going on, everyone, the video you folks see was recorded the day before. I then upload that video and set the go live time on it for 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is when the video is supposed to go live. And actually, I say 6. I think it's supposed to be 6. Actually, I wonder, is that Eastern Time or is it just 6 anywhere? No, yeah, okay, it would be 6. Yep. Should be 6. So that would be, yeah, that actually should be 5 o'clock then. That's weird. Not sure. Had to stop and think about that a minute. So yeah, it should have been, and it should still be 5 o'clock. Because I'm setting these videos to go live at 6 a.m. That is Eastern Standard Time, everyone. So Eastern Standard Time is when the video goes live. So whatever that, time zone is for you, convert it from 6 a.m. Eastern Standard to, again, your time zone. That's when the video should be going live. And typically, when the videos take a couple hours to upload, and then YouTube has to do their processing for a couple hours. So I don't typically want to just like upload the video and go live immediately. And if we do that, that's usually when you folks complain about, no HD or stuck at 360p or, stuff like that, right? Because, yeah, YouTube hasn't done its processing yet. I know for a while there I was having trouble with YouTube on the processing side of things. When YouTube was like really taking its time. But seems like that issue's been fixed. Which is good. Kind of annoying. Probably should go check the combines here again, I think. Get to the end of this row, and we'll go make sure they're still running yet. We're looking pretty good money-wise, by the way. Again, I know it's probably not the best idea, but we are just straight selling our crops, everyone. We're sitting at $2.2 million here at the moment. We'll probably invest some of that money, maybe like plows, some more tractors. But we will be spending some of this money. All of the time this episode plowing here, it'll be interesting to see how much progress. I mean, we are making progress, gentlemen. Taking a while though. Just out of curiosity, how we looking here on our field? Yeah, okay. So I mean, we've made a little progress. Emphasis probably on the little part there, everyone. Combine. I don't know if you want to call this Combine 1 or what, but he is moving. And Combine 2 is moving as well. Looks like both grain carts are over here. Looks like everything's running smoothly here so far. Always good to see. Speaking of running the oven, it is time to stop here for this episode. So on that note, you folks have any comments and or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Evan, thanks for watching. Until next time.